YouTube, it's Amani Tashawn with another video, but y'all can call me AG for short. Make sure y'all hit that like button, comment, and subscribe for me. I'm on the way to Walmart to get some stuff that I need to dye my hair. As y'all can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be dyeing my hair and installing it. And when I got to Walmart, they did not have what I was looking for, so I had to go to the hair store, but I didn't record that process, so yeah. I'm getting ready to dye my wig today. The only thing I have is this bucket, which is not a bucket, it's a drawer, but whatever. My dye. Because y'all go to the end product anyways. My wig is 28. 28. It's giving maybe 30. And I've never done this before, so I don't really know how it's gonna turn out. But I got the purple shampoo because that's what it say you need to dye, like to wash the hair in, since it's blonde. I normally use a generic brand shampoo because we can waste your money on some high price shampoo, you know? Then I got this conditioner and a little bit of salt because I seen you're supposed to use salt. I don't know what it's for. I'll just try it. And I might style it. I need to get me a mannequin head so it could be easier to blow dry and style. I don't know. I might go get that and come back. I have never dyed my hair before, so this is a huge practice trial. Maybe trial and error. I hope not, but it might be. But we can hope it's not, because I don't have a makeup plan. I'm so excited though, guys. I've never done this before. And the wig, I don't know if it's because it's blonde, but it's very thin looking. And I don't know what I'm gonna do about that part, but we're just gonna have to try something. We're gonna have to get it. Ain't shedding though, so that's a good thing. But it's definitely been kind of lucky. I have my bucket here with the warm water, and I'm gonna add my purple shampoo. I don't even know how much to add, but I'm gonna add a generous amount. And the girl had gloves on, so let me get some gloves. Okay, y'all, see me getting the gloves, and I needed to mix it. I wanted to mix it all the way through because you don't want no patches or anything. And I didn't want it to turn my wig purple. I was so scared it was gonna turn my wig purple, so I kept trying to mix it. I mixed for like 5-10 minutes maybe. I don't know, but my fingers was so hot, so I had to use my little spatula thing and mix it. And I was still mixing for like 5 to 10 minutes, even with that. So once I got all that done, I did my wig in there, try to wash it. And I probably should have been brushing it while I was doing that, but eventually I did get to that point. Okay, don't be like me because I had the water way too hot to even switch my hand around in the wig. But make sure whenever you're washing your wig, make sure you're brushing it because I feel like that was making my hair nappy and it made it harder for me at the end to brush it. But make sure you're brushing through while you're doing it. And when you're doing this, you do not have to do anything to the lace because it's not going to mess up the lace or affect the lace. But combing through it while it's in there will definitely stop it from tangling up because you see how it's tangled up a little bit. So yeah, just brush it. And no, I'm not a professional. No, I never did this before. So my tips that I'm giving you, I'm only giving you those because I see what I did this time that I shouldn't do next time. Or I seen what I didn't do this time that I need to do the next time. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to take my water that I just had and dump it out because I need fresh water to dye it. I brushed the hair thoroughly just to make sure I got everything. No, I didn't wash the shampoo out or anything. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but I didn't. And my wig was very much shedding, so be more gentle with it. And then I added the salt. I don't know what it's for, but I just added it and mixed it in, whatever. Then I added my dye, and I think I needed more than just 2 things of dye because for one, it made it a lot more purple, and I didn't get the colors that I thought I needed. They didn't have them in the store or the brand that I wanted. So as I'm mixing the dye in there, I realized like the color isn't dark, so I had to add some more, and I did end up using both tubes of the whole thing But I'm glad I did split it up into 2 different dips, because I definitely feel like if I didn't, I would have needed to go to the store again. Whenever you go to the hair store, make sure you get 3 different bottles. Make sure you get at least 2 of the darker ones, because that's what I would have done, and 1 of the lighter shade, because as you can see, once I start mixing it in, the water looks like it's purple. So it looked like that on the wig to me too. I don't know if it's just me or if it really did look like that, but the shade of it did end up coming out how I wanted it to, or maybe not as light as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more silver, more gray or whatever. So these are the 2 colors that I use, and I definitely recommend getting 2 of the platinum like I said. So as I'm mixing, I remembered that I was told to dip a paper towel in there to color test it. And as I was doing that, I was like, the color is not taking. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to sit the paper towel in there and try it like that. So then I tried it like that, and I seen it a little bit. Okay, I said, okay, maybe I am doing something right. It was still looking purple to me even on the paper towel. But I ended up just going ahead with it and tried it again, adding a little more dye. And then I was like, I'm going to just do the wig, because maybe it'll look better on the wig since the wig isn't white. Okay, now for the moment of truth. I dipped the wig in there and it still looked purple, but I wanted to make sure it got all over. So if it was gonna look purple, it needed to look like purple all over. So I'm dipping it in there, pulling it out, dipping it in there, and it looks pretty good. Like, it looks really good. The only thing about it is I didn't brush it once again. So I was trying to like rub my hands through it and make sure I was getting it all over in the middle of everything. But my ends weren't taking as good as the rest. My ends and the middle of it wasn't taking as good. So I did end up letting the wig sit in there for a few minutes as I was playing with it. And then I decided to add some more of the dye to it, because it definitely needed some. Because when you see me take the wig out, you see the water is very light. So I definitely needed to add some more dye into it, because dipping it back in there, it wasn't going to do anything. After adding the rest of the dye, I go ahead and mix the water together, making sure it's still no extra dye in there clumping up together. And then I go ahead and brush through my wig, because for some reason it didn't take in the middle and the end. So I wanted to make sure that it did get those parts, and that it wasn't making or adding on to the top part of the wig where it was already dyed good at. As you can see, I'm still dipping it and pulling it out, checking to make sure the color is getting up there right. I ended up having to brush through it just to make sure it was getting in the middle and getting to the ends like I wanted it to. It looked like the color took all over. So now I'm getting ready to use the conditioner and condition the wig, and I'm gonna let it sit. I think I let it sit for about 30 minutes because I did. That's when I ran to the store to see if they had a mannequin head, which they didn't. And yes, I smelled it because I had to see what it smelled like. I just knew it had a smell and it didn't have no type of smell at all. But I'm conditioning it and we're gonna let it sit and we're gonna wait. Once I got back from the store, I took the hair and rinsed it out, and I did it about 2 or 3 times just to make sure it didn't have any conditioner still in it. Brushed through it, and then I'm gonna blow dry it. And the blow drying results took a lot longer than I wanted it to because I didn't have the mannequin head to hold it. So I tried to do the towel over the blow dryer in the wig method, but I was scared it was gonna blow up. I did end up letting it air dry for a few days and then coming back and completely drying it, blow drying it, because I wasn't installing it immediately. So I had the chance to sit and let it air dry. Okay, and these are the results of how it looked after I took the hot comb and pressed it back. It looks a lot better. It looks a lot more gray than I thought it was. And now this is me about to install it, so don't do too much on my head. No, I'm not a professional at installs either, so I'm just taking whatever spray that I have, which was Spritz, and then I tried some Got2b spray or even spray and sprayed it on my head just to push my edges back so they won't come out when I'm installing my wig or whenever I take the wig off. But if you want to give me tips, by all means you can, because I really don't know what I'm doing. I just know what works best for me and what I have been seeing in videos that's been working for me. The wig kept trying to take me out. Why did it keep getting on my eyeballs like that? It was trying to put my eyeballs out through the scalp. I don't know what it was doing, but it was getting on my nerves. So now I'm trying to spray the eBay spray up there, hoping it was going to help. But then I tried to put a little glue up there. I had to put a little glue, just a little bit, just because for some reason the wig cap doesn't work. Whenever I do my wigs anyways, I never really use a wig cap. So that was like me trying to do it again, because whenever I get my hair done, that's what they use. They use a wig cap. So I tried it and it's still on my eyeballs, but now the blow dryer is trying to take me out because it was all in my eyes. It was drying my contacts completely out. I could not see. I could not open my eyes. I kept having to close them. And I kept trying to blow dry it. I had it on hot heat and I feel like that wasn't helping, so I put it on low heat. And for some reason, my wig cap would not just lay down with just the eBay spray. At this point, I don't know what was going on this day, but for some reason, the scissors wouldn't even cut and it wasn't even all the way dry. So I had to go back and use the blow dryer again. And then that's when I was able to cut that wig cap, because I don't know, for some reason, it just wasn't doing right for me. It just wasn't cooperating. So I just went ahead and cut it and left it how it was. And then I put the glue up there and I only did one layer of glue, but I did multiple layers of eBay. I don't really know what I'm doing here, because once I got here I was like, they be cutting the ears out first, but I went ahead and just tied it around my back because I've seen that's what they do in videos. So I tried that and it's really like tight. And then I got to the point where I noticed that my wig cap was crooked, so I just put it up there. I was just like, forget it. At this point, I'm gonna make it flat. I'm gonna do what I got to do and I'm gonna get it over with, because it was not as hard of a process as it was trying to make it be. So everything that could go wrong really went wrong when I was trying to install my hair. So we get to this point where all the glue wanted to come out on one end, but it didn't want to come out on the other end. And then I noticed that I'm putting all this glue into my hair. I'm hoping it do not take my edges out, because if it do, I'm gonna be so mad. But I just wanted to go ahead and make sure my stuff was flat. On this end, I did good because it was on the wig cap. It was gonna be flat. It was gonna be looking right. On this side, I don't know how this is gonna look in the end, but we just gonna keep it rolling, keep it pushing. Now I'm at the point where making sure it's blow dry so that I can put the wig on. And normally people be like measuring before they put the glue up there where to put the wig at, but I didn't do that. So I just stuck the wig on my head and we went from there. And my only thing about it is I should have started on the side, because I definitely started in the middle and tried to put it up there. But that's only because I've seen where it be leaving those little lumps or whatever, and I was trying to avoid that, and somehow I still ended up with that. But now that I'm doing this voiceover, I see where I messed up at with those little lumps that I have in the front that you're gonna see in a few minutes. But I've realized what I did wrong, so I will not be doing that in the next time. But right now I'm gonna comb the hair back, and then I'm gonna put my glue up there, my spray, I'm sorry, not glue.
and try to get it as flat as possible. I'm gonna put my band up there, try to comb it back and make sure it's flat, and then I'm gonna cut the lace and put my edges, not put my edges, you know what I meant, so I could put the lace band on and then pluck it and style it.
Conversation through the nation, I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it. And I don't you what you want. Oh, I ain't got this, put it in the song, alright. You can get it, you can get it.
So now this is me taking off the lace band, trying to make sure it is secure. And then I finally got to the point where I was to cut the lace, and I used the Wacky Tacky scissors again. They didn't even want to cut the lace. So now I'm using my razor, and that was cutting my forehead up. It was eating my forehead up. As I'm cutting the lace, I remember people be saying cut it in a zigzag, so I was trying to do that, but it was really eating my forehead up. So I just started cutting it too far down and just letting it stay how it was. Wacky tacky. By all means, I was gonna make sure my lace was flat.
I worry that I wasted the best of me. All your
Now this is me trying to figure out if I want a middle or a side part. I wanted a middle part, but every time I do a middle part, it just don't look right. It just don't be cute how I want it to be. And then I tried a middle part, but I know I don't know how to do no middle part. I mean side part. But I know I don't know how to do the curve of the side part, so I just started plucking and doing my thing. It don't look the best, but it looked good enough.
Feeling like Jericho, feeling like Joe when he lost his shit. Gotta hold my own, my cross to bear alone now. Ooh, way to deal, way to kill the food. No, you like that shit, ooh, baby, baby. Heavy on my empty mindset. I can't keep.
It took for me to go back to a middle part just to realize that I know I did not want no middle part, to go right back to the side part. But the middle part didn't look too bad. Like, I actually liked it. You could tell I was getting frustrated though, because look at my face. Girl. At this point, I was over it. So I went back to the side part, which I should have left it in the middle part because the middle part was not bad. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. This is where my wax stick would have came in handy if I was thinking, you know. That's why I couldn't get my side part to lay flat how I wanted to. But I started plucking it some more, and eventually it came together. I ended up leaving it like this because I knew for sure I needed to go get some makeup for that lace. So this is the finished product. for now, cause I'm gonna curl it and I'm gonna fix my lace. But this is what we're working with. Came out cute. And y'all, I got my nails done. And my toes done already.